People have labelled him and called him a quitter. They've seen what happened in the Joyce fight. Even against you, he finished the fight on his knee. Does he have a weakness?
Little bit, yes. Little bit, yes, because maybe it's a younger guy, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but Daniel, little bit.
I think Oleksandr Usyk is the best fighter in the world. And I've been in training camp, I've seen him up close, I've seen what he goes through. Before the Fury fight, I thought he would probably have the better of Tyson in that second fight. And I think the rounds, as they ticked on, he was just more and more superior. I thought Tyson actually boxed really well second time. Look, Oleksandr Usyk is a phenomenon.
Dubois going to make this fight into a bloodbath if he can. It's the only way.
Oleksandr Usyk didn't drop hints or speak in riddles. He came out and said it. Daniel Dubois quit. No mind games, no double meaning, just a direct reminder of what defined their first clash. That infamous moment Dubois dropped.
He's a better fighter now than he was the first time he fought?
Maybe, yeah, maybe, because a lot of years, 2, 3, yeah, yeah. Now I think Daniel grow.
And do you think
like a boxer, like a man?
Yeah. Does he deserve this opportunity, or is there someone else more deserving? Joe Parker maybe, or does Daniel deserve his shot?
Yeah, I think Daniel deserves, because Daniel from UK. It's interesting for
to a knee. Usyk doesn't see it as a tactical pause. To him, it was a slow motion surrender, cracking under pressure, not thinking under fire. And Usyk, sharp-witted and sharper in the ring, hasn't forgotten a second of it. What he sees in Dubois isn't fire, it's fear, the kind that lingers long after the lights go out.
This down a few times with body shots, so yeah, there's definitely this time I got to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Rematch isn't about redemption. It's about a man reliving the night his will broke. Dubois can talk tough and insist it's all about what happens in the ring, but talk doesn't erase history. And history says that when the pressure peaked, Dubois dropped. Usyk didn't rob him, he revealed him. The debate over low blows, controversial decisions,
It'd be a one-sided beatdown. But listen, I wish him luck in his fight against Usyk. What styles make fights, you know what I mean?
and what-ifs built by fans and team members can't hide the truth. Warriors rise when tested. Quitters explain. And now, with the spotlight back on him, Dubois finds himself not just questioned, but dismissed. Tyson Fury, the division's lineal king, didn't bother with trash talk. He tore
ability to think in the ring. Daniel has the ability to remember in the ring. And if you can think in the ring, it means you can change
the entire narrative with one scathing remark. Dubois wouldn't land a glove on him. It wasn't mockery, it was erasure.
Lines clearly.
Fury didn't see a threat.
on Saturday night.
He saw a sparring partner.
On another day,
and in
with a
heavyweight
different
boxing,
referee in a different location,
indifference
whether it was the right
hits
decision or
harder
the wrong
than
decision.
insults. Respect, as always, is reserved for the ones who earn it. Usyk has it. Dubois is still begging for it. And while his supporters rally behind new trainers, heavier punches and sharper pad work, others remain unconvinced. Johnny Nelson made the contrast brutally clear. This isn't about muscle, it's about minds. Usyk is a master technician, a man who doesn't just follow a game plan, he rewrites it mid-fight. While Dubois may look improved in the gym, looking good on pads isn't the same as navigating Usyk's footwork, angles, and relentless timing. Dubois' team has cited everything from the referee to the venue to that body shot as reasons this time might be different. But when optimism leans on external factors, it's not strategy, it's desperation. Usyk
fight. It's a good time. I mean, a little bit of inactivity because of the fight falling through against Joseph Parker, but
it's exciting. And I think
Usyk didn't win by chance. He won with poise, IQ, and a ruthless control of the moment. In the heavyweight division, reputations aren't built on talk or hopes. They're forged in suffering and survival. And if Dubois is to silence the critics, he won't do it with interviews. He'll have to rewrite everything in blood, under fire, when Usyk comes for
winnable fight. But listen closely. His words don't carry conviction. They echo like scripted optimism, because even Eddie knows the danger of confidence built on inactivity, especially when the man across the ring is one of the most intelligent heavyweights of this era. Usyk isn't just another opponent. He's a puzzle that very few have solved. Dubois wasn't just absent against Parker, he was irrelevant. And now, with barely any momentum, he's being...
It's not an easy task, but he's definitely the man that can go through with it. He's done the work, he's gone through the pedigree, and he's a certified champion. So, I think, he has big hopes on doing it. He's
thrown back in with a man who already shattered his confidence once. Hearn's faith feels less like belief and more like branding. He's selling hope, not building strategy. Against Parker, Dubois never made it to serious negotiations. Against Usyk, he's about to stand trial again, only this time Usyk returns armed with a blueprint and an intent to finish the job. Then comes Lennox Lewis. And when Lennox speaks, the sport listens. He's been through wars, held the crown, and recognizes greatness when he sees it. His endorsement of Usyk isn't fluff. It's a stamp of heavyweight excellence. Lennox doesn't dress things up. He sees a man who ruled cruiserweight, conquered heavyweight, and silenced hostile arenas. Usyk doesn't just win. He outthinks, outmaneuvers, and outclasses. Dubois, meanwhile, is still clinging to a single controversial moment.
Now he's very confident, very bullish, but Usyk's older, he's had more wear and tear. The fights with Fury have taken a lot out of him. Don't underestimate that. But Usyk's he's a different animal. He's a different animal. And ultimately, you got to remember, take away that one shot, whether you thought it was low or not.
One shot, one argument, one excuse. Lennox's words aren't praise, they're warning. Usyk is now the benchmark. Dubois, for all his power and highlight clips, is another name on Usyk's mission sheet. And that mission is domination, not survival. Dave Caldwell, another sharp mind in boxing, adds a brutal dose of realism. He strips away the media noise and hype. Confidence, he says, doesn't make you dangerous. It just makes you louder. And no amount of noise can drown out the fact that Usyk operates on a mental level Dubois hasn't even accessed. Yes, Usyk has wear from the Fury fight, but it's not about scars. It's about how he processes them. He evolves, adapts, and recalibrates in real time. He finds order in chaos. Dubois is still reacting.
Right now,
still
Usyk, because I want me revenge in England. That's all I want. I want a fair shout, and I don't believe I've got a fair shout the last 2 times.
Searching for validation in moments rather than mastering the full narrative of a fight. That infamous body shot, his moment, didn't finish Usyk. It didn't even slow him down. If anything, it woke him up. Caldwell says it simply. Noise doesn't equal substance. And when the talking stops, Usyk is still the more complete fighter. Dubois already threw his best shot, and Usyk didn't flinch. That's not parity, that's a clear divide. Then Tyson Fury returns with another dose of commentary, but the tone has changed. This time it isn't ridicule, it's sarcastic indifference. Do your best, he says to Dubois. The kind of phrase you toss out when you've already written the ending in your head. It's not encouragement, it's satire. Fury's expressions say more than his words. He mentions the body shot but doesn't treat it as significant. He's planting seeds of doubt while pretending to be neutral. In the end, what Dubois faces
as a fighter that he
faces isn't just Usyk. It's the weight of a truth too many are now speaking aloud. The gap isn't just in skill, it's in levels, mentality,
and purpose. And no body shot, soundbite, or press conference will change that. Tyson Fury's words may come wrapped in playful sarcasm, but the undertone is unmistakable, passive aggression masking quiet certainty. Deep down, Fury knows what's coming. Usyk isn't just testing Daniel Dubois again. He's returning to dismantle him with even greater precision and intent. Then there's Don Charles, Dubois' trainer, doing his best to shift the tone. He speaks of growth, of lessons learned, of past mistakes corrected, but it's his final remark that truly lands. We have to rectify the mistake. That one line says it all. This camp isn't just focused on the fight ahead. They're still haunted by the collapse behind them. The memory of that moment when everything fell apart is far from gone. And no matter how they try to frame this as evolution, the cracks show.
Daniel Dubois has got a lot of demons to revisit, and he's going to revisit them in this fight. I think he's in a different place mentally now than he was before the first fight. I don't want to say he's grown up and mature, because I think he's the same fighter as he was. It's just his mental approach is going to have to be different.
Usyk isn't dwelling on the past. He's preparing for the future, sharper than ever. Mistakes are made when a fighter is untested, overwhelmed, or simply not ready. Dubois was all three in their first clash. Don Charles may believe in his fighter, may insist Dubois has what it takes to succeed, but the tone feels more like crisis management than confident preparation. Usyk doesn't hand out second chances. He returns colder, smarter, and more ruthless. Then comes Tony Bellew, and his words cut deep. Bellew doesn't sugarcoat. This rematch, he insists, isn't about tactics or fitness. It's about trauma. It's about mental warfare. Dubois may look more focused, fitter, even more physically refined, but he's still carrying the ghosts of that first loss. You don't erase fear with a haircut or fix instincts with motivational slogans. When the pressure rises and chaos breaks out, fighters revert to instinct. And last time, Dubois' instinct was to knee.
I thought it was illegal or legal?
I thought it was illegal. It's called a protector for a reason.
Yeah.
He hits the protector.
It's illegal.
Yeah, it's below the navel.
It's a low blow.
The navel's essentially
What's your thoughts, Carl?
I thought it was all right.
Did you?
Yeah, but I'm back on my man, so you know.
No. We've all got to go on. We've all got to accept this right now. Was it good for you? It wasn't good. It wasn't.
Usyk, by contrast, thrives in that chaos. He doesn't flinch. He flourishes. Bellew isn't hating. He's warning. Dubois doesn't just need a better camp. He needs a psychological rebirth. Bellew also addresses the controversial body shot with clarity. Legal or not, he says, it wasn't a moment of dominance. It was desperation. When a fighter starts aiming low under pressure, it's not strategy, it's survival. And Usyk, even after taking that blow, didn't falter. He recovered and responded with surgical brutality. That moment, Bellew argues, wasn't the beginning of a comeback. It was the start of the unraveling. Then Simon Jordan steps in with his trademark blunt honesty. He praises Dubois' athleticism, but draws a firm line when it comes to composure and maturity. That, he says, is the real difference. Usyk has walked through war zones, carried the